I'm going to move in and move out really quick.
I don't think so.
Yes, I am.
You're not going to move out quick.
Yes, I am. It's not going to be long.
Okay.
Because it's not really that much to say. I've already gone through the whole beef thing with them both.
But we wanted to hear the whole thing was about when he replied.
He did reply.
And that's what we want to hear.
Kendrick did reply. Let me see if I know the Shade Room got it. Did
they let you play it?
Yeah, let me see. You putting your eyes out. Okay, let's see.
Honey, but let it get shaky. Honey, but let it get shaky. I park it so.
Did I do that one already? Okay.
Honey, but let it get shaky.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, this is very kind, this part that they did. Some of the stuff that Kendrick came out with Drake, and I'll just be very surface. He played on the thing Rick Ross did with the white boy kind of thing, but he didn't call him white boy. He just said, you keep privileged. He keeps saying like you trying to be black, like you trying to like do things to look black, like the braids and stuff. Like by having, remember I said that with Colin Kaepernick with the afro and all that. It's like
a lot afro of times, probably so soft and wavy. It ain't brittle pads.
A lot of times they get teased in school or something. They'll get teased by the white kids. They'll get teased by the black kids. You're not black enough.
You're not white enough.
By having braids or afro or something, it make you feel like you black, more black.
You identifying with that side.
And then he said, he talked about that. He talked about you talking about how I get paid with my music. You got to split yours with a dude who splits his with a dude who splits his with a dude. And you talking about Wayne who splits his with Baby, who splits his. So he's saying you got 15 billion people that you got to go through too.
Okay.
So don't talk about splitting. We both, have to do stuff. But the main thing,
so he came back on specifics that Drake came at him.
Yeah, he came back. The main thing that I think is the warning sign that I think that Kendrick said is I got some stuff on you, and if I have to come back again, I'm just gonna drop the news. Well, Drake said the same thing when he rapped. He said, "I got something on you that when I." So everybody's like, "All right, we're done. We're done with. I got something on you.
They probably want people's
you got something on me,
though, to be in this,
right?" So now he ended it with saying, "I don't even like you saying the word the N word."
Drake.
Kendrick was saying, I don't know how I feel about you even using the word the N-word. Like, he don't even feel like he should even say the word N-word.
Okay.
And I think that comes from when Drake called Rick Ross racist. He said he was racist for talking about his nose. Okay. Getting his nose shaved off.
Right.
So I think Kendrick said it for that. I don't think Kendrick said it because Drake is mixed. I think he said it like, that's something a white person would say. A black person wouldn't say, you racist. That sounds like a Karen.
Oh.
Another thing he said, because people kept saying he wasn't being direct. He said, so let me be direct. I don't like you. I don't like your face. I don't like your hair. I don't like the way you dress. He said, I don't like your voice. He said, the only time I like you is when you're singing. That's it. He was dissing him.
Wow.
He said, I don't like your raps. You try to come on tough. You're not tough. You was on Degrassi High School TV show. You raised by a white woman. Your black father was not in your life. He was not raised in the hood. You're not from the hood. Quit trying to wear braids and talk like you street. He kind of said that you kind of take on whatever. You're like a
chameleon.
A chameleon. If you're around Spanish people, you'll talk Spanish. If you're around black people, you talk black. You put on the white voice when you need to.
Yeah.
I can't put on the white voice.
He is part privilege. That's why I said.
That's what Kendrick is kind of saying.
His life is partly
you are privileged. So. Now.
Embrace it.
Now, he got some people that was dogging it out, saying it wasn't good, said, well, you stole some stuff. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Hold back. Let's go back.
Okay.
Kendrick talks about how Drake isn't a good father. He said, you see your kid on TikTok or Instagram. That's the only time we see you with your kid.
I didn't know until now he had a kid.
He said, my kids wake up with me. He was digging.
How many kids he got?
He got 3. He's married, though. He has kids.
Well,
they all in the same house.
Husband, I didn't know he was single or not.
Oh,
you keep saying that's your husband.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick.
I'm thinking he's not married.
No. Kendrick has his kids. And he said to Drake, my kids wake up with me.
Aww.
He said, and then he attacked Drake on. He said, your kids don't wake up with you. You don't know how to teach them to be a good man. He said, and you're not. I believe he said you're not even saved, because he said you don't even listen to God to tell you how to raise your children to be godly.
Ooh,
that's why I don't like Drake. Dang, my mother said that's why she don't like Drake.
Mama said I believe that.
That's why she don't like Drake.
He's not a God-fearing person,
right? So he said, exactly. That's what he said. You have nothing higher power that you teach your kids.
Reference to who created you.
And then at the end, that's when he kept saying, I don't like you saying the word the N-word. So he kept ending on that.
That part of you, don't say it.
So they was going back all day. Guys was going back and forth. Who won? Drake had some good lines and push-ups, because Drake was saying kind of in push-ups, yeah, you married, but you cheat on your wife.
Ooh.
So
Kendrick,
what you saying? But Kendrick said in the last album, I used to cheat on my wife, but I don't. God delivered me from that.
Oh, all right now, my brother. There's a change. That's very important.
Now we're gonna see what happens here, because Kendrick was alluding to in this song that Drake's like girls underage.
Ooh,
that's a tough one.
Ooh, he has that.
And he's saying, I'm gonna drop a bomb if you keep messing with me. He was kind of being nice, saying, I wanted this to stay up with lyrics and stuff. He said, I'm just trying to battle to see who's the best rapper. But I'm not trying to bring my family and all of this in.
You know, one thing that I was noticing on one of those episodes that I was watching, when it was a pedophile. He was, we say pedophile because they're underage. Mm-hmm. They wasn't little. They were young girls under like 17, 16, 15.
Right.
And one of the people was in jail with the guy. He said, you only go with young women because you're little and they make you feel big.
Oh.
And I didn't think about that physically and emotionally.
Now,
what makes a man go to a young? So if that's true about Drake,
I don't believe Drake is with little kids. I don't.
No, not little kids, young.
But
girls.
I do think he might have something on him being with somebody that's 17,
right?
Or something like that
age,
because a lot of these rappers do be with young girls.
And sometimes they don't know.
But sometimes they do
the ladies
know.
lie about their age.
So we don't know. Let's see if he got something on Drake. But the point of the matter is, and I'll move on. Like I said, I'm not going to stay long on this. Is they both said they got a nuclear bomb to drop on each other. Everybody's saying drop it already. We're done with this. Yeah, now you came with push-ups, Drake, and you slammed Kendrick. Kendrick came back now with a Euphoria. He slammed you. The next person that's going to respond will be Drake, because that's how this is supposed to go. He even told him, he didn't like the Tupac AI thing.
Oh, he said it too?
No, remember Kendrick don't like that. He mentioned that in this song.
Oh, what did he say?
He said about Tupac roll over in his grave knowing you got his ring. Drake bought his ring, bought a Tupac ring or something like that.
I don't even think he's worthy of that.
Well, that's what Kendrick is saying. Kendrick is saying, I'll pay double. Whatever you pay for it, I'll take it.
Isn't that something I just thought that, and you said that's what he said.
He said it doesn't belong to you.
Wow.
And in other words, he was saying, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Your toughness.
Where people say he copied, not copied, but kind of got something off. The Rick Ross with the white boy and nose and all that.
Okay.
Pusha T, because Pusha T bodied Drake in the beat they had by bringing up the fact that Drake had a son that he was not even claiming. Ooh. He forced Drake to bring out that he had a son and now have to claim him. So he brought that up by saying, I'm a better father than you. They said you got that from Pusha T. Okay. And DMX. Somebody found a video of DMX on The Breakfast Club talking about Drake. He said, I hate his face. I don't like anything about him. DMX. So that DMX. So they said Kendrick kind of took that from DMX. I don't like you either. I don't like anything, your hair, your face,
but here's
anything.
The thing. It's okay if you're taking it from somebody else because you just stamping approval on it.
Right.
It's like, okay, he don't like you, I don't like you, and he don't like you.
So as long as they keep this,
copying them.
As long as they keep this on the record, then I'm fine. I'm scared because I feel like Drake does hit below the belt. And I feel like Drake
may say something that get him.
Drake,
Kendrick.
We don't even know if it's really Drake because he has like writers that help write his stuff. Kendrick even said that. He said, "You can get 20 writers. I'll battle all of y'all."
Ooh.
I don't even know if the stuff coming out of your mouth is really you.
Drake is already showed that he uses AI. He probably uses AI for his writing.
Right. So we don't know. He uses real right. So we don't know if Drake comes
back.
Well,
I'm saying AI in the sense where he has other writers.
But what everybody does agree on both sides, when Drake replies, it has to be nuclear. No more this back and forth. I could say this. I'm not going to say this.
Well, maybe they can't say the part that they want.
No, Drake said if you say something again, I'm going to say it. So he said
something legal.
He said something, and you said if he says something again, I'm going to drop it.
But he has to come back. So why would you say if you say something? You put something out.
Right.
The guy has to respond.
So now.
Why would you say? If you respond, I'm going to tell on you.
Right.
I mean, come on.
So let's see what happens. Everybody's excited because it's beef. It's rap beef. So let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
As long as we don't have crazy.
As long as it's not crazy. And Kendrick is not stupid. So that's how I know it's not going to go crazy. Kendrick is not, airhead, dumb rapper that fights somebody in the street.
On Drake's side? Is there anybody that's taken up for him?
The funny thing about it is Drake has a lot of people. Nobody's saying anything. Where's 21 Savage?
Yeah, who are the people that will support him or be a right arm?
Baby's the only one that said something. You heard what happened to him when Rick Ross said, "You don't own your house no more." Ooh. So that's why they I'm not saying nothing.
You're gonna get torn down.
That's why they not saying nothing. They like, I'm not saying nothing.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody should say something. Just let it be between these two.
Okay.
Let these two go at it. These are two huge. These are like two titans fighting. Let them fight each other and see who wins.
But you know what? There are, aside from that, okay, I get the truth behind on both sides. Mm-hmm. They're both speaking truth or what they feel.
Right.
The sad thing about it, though, for me, not knowing their lives and their backgrounds, it's serious when you start saying things like, here's the thing for me. What draw the line where you talk about someone's skills,
right?
Singing,
when you talk about my family,
now you're saying I get it. You're not a good dad. You're not home with your kids. I'm home with mine.
But I'm not talking about your kids.
Exactly.
I'm not saying
I'm
your son.
About you as a bad.
I'm not saying your son has a lazy eye.
Exactly.
So
I'm hoping that it doesn't get.
I think it is because Drake is very diabolical, and I have a feeling he's going to come back, and I have a feeling his attack won't be on Kendrick. It's going to be on his wife. Oh. I bet you he's going to say, that's why your wife cheated on you, which she probably did. If he was out doing something, she could have been a tit for tat person. Uh-huh. Like, okay, well, since you want to do something
to your old lady while you were out there.
But I feel sorry for Drake because Kendrick is a person who does talk about God and stuff. And if he says that, he can easily say, we both was in another place. We've given our marriage back over to God. Let's talk about the fact you still a hoe.
Yeah. And you don't not God-fearing. We're all hearing this.
So I don't know what Drake is going to be able to say. For me personally, I wouldn't touch his wife because he could easily say, we both did stuff to each other and we moved on.
He's that transparent to do that.
Yeah. Or if Drake says something about his wife. And he'll probably say, now that you did that, I'm going to have to destroy you because you shouldn't have brought my wife in it. And I'm hoping that it doesn't get like that. But everybody's trying to figure out, what does Drake have on Kendrick? I can think of 20 things.
Something he found out about him doing something illegal before he became an artist.
We don't know. So let's see.
Okay.
But I think Kendrick got a million things on Drake. I can think of stuff on Drake. Him being out there like that single is easy to come up with something. Yeah. All right. So let's